Hey guys, try this again. Hey Lincoln. My little grandson knows how to keep from being left behind. He put his arms up for his mom and squealed so hard that she decided they weren't going to leave him. So I am back at it again. Hey John Campbell, how you doing? Michael Mullins, welcome back. Matt, good, you made it back. All right, Matt, you had a question about the one you got. Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure I remember which one it was. You probably have it right there. If you do, go ahead, have it written down. Go ahead and type it in the year into the chat. I think it was 1895. Oh. Yeah. So the 1895 is a key date. I was going to say semi-key, but no, at mint state, it's worth 15 grand. So let's see. 1895. Yep. So here, let me show you the grade. If your coin looked like now that one's got some wear. Just a second. I think it's this one. So if your coin looks like this one, Matt, that one's probably a 62, 63, roughly. And it would be worth $55,000. So the coin you bought's a really great coin, even in the low state that it's in. Because I think he said it was almost a fine. About $250. Maybe a little bit more. Somewhere in there, 250, 260 range. Just the next step up is $300. So yeah, you did really good for the coin you got. The best year for the old mint? I think it is. I would actually have to look it up. I don't know my dates on the Morgans that well. I know quite a few of them, but there's a couple of real high dollar coins. So yeah, Rhoda, I'll explain again. Oh, we still only have 5 people. Give it just another minute and I'll explain again what happened. Michigan Coin Collector, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Coin Collection and more. Welcome to the stream. Hey guys, thanks for joining. Bill, how you doing? So I streamed for 11 plus hours and had to end it because my grandson knocked at the door. And I thought it was an early delivery, which would have been nice, but better when it's your grandkids. And the family wanted to do some shopping. And So they were dropping the baby off with me. He's just a little over 1 year old. And they handed him to me, and the family turned around to walk back out the door. He put his hands out, his lip quivered, and he screamed for his mama. He has a certain way of calling her. And she knew, yep, it's definitely a key date. The 93 is too. Okay, here, let me double check. So, his mom couldn't let him stay after that. That's a plea for help, and he's got her wrapped pretty hard around her finger. So that was great. Don't get me wrong, I would love to watch him, but I'd rather see him with his family on some of these trips. I think they just drop him off to help me out. Yeah, Matt, the 93.0 is more valuable. In the grade your coin is, it's at $2,500 to $3,000. Interesting. Thank you for your help. It's Michigan coin collector. Thank you. So I've got several hundred nice Morgans, but I don't have those key dates for sure. Had a couple semi keys, but those have all been put in albums. Yep, thank you. Cheap and John, how you doing? A bunch of good people in here. All right. Okay, so I'll go back to showing these Morgans. I wanted to show a few more to Matt. If you guys have something for some people, Matt, they're missing just a certain amount of coins out of their albums, so they know those ones really well. Or they're Morgan guys, which I kind of wish I could say I'm a Morgan guy, but I certainly spend most of my time with my Lincoln cents. So, no rare, but an 1878 cc, nice. I've got a few Carson Cities. I really like them. Pretty cool. Jeep and John's missing a couple out of his album. Everyone? Yeah, I didn't collect Morgans before. Well, I did here and there, but I never really kept any on hand. I was too busy building my roll collection. So I got lucky when I bought that real big collection. And if you guys watch that one video of 50 pounds of silver, you'll see parts of that collection in that one. And a whole bunch of the silver dollars. And 7 Carson Cities. So, all right. Well, you don't have to be missing all the Morgans, Jeep and John. I gladly trade you a Morgan for some silver. Alrighty. So we will continue on the road here. $18.89. Missing the detail above the ear. AU at best. That actually looks pretty good. But you see a little bit on, where is my pointer? On the edges of the wings right here. So that's where rubbed, where slight circulation. Uh-oh. Big old crow sees my shiny things. 1889. Definitely has some wear. Same spots for the wear on the edges of both wings. Later, Rhonda. Oh, Rhonda, I'm glad to hear about your family. Nice when things work out. Okay, 1887 again. This one, much nicer on the back. It still has some wear. A couple of the cleaned coins will probably be popping up here in a minute. This one's a fun one. 1903, better date. 1904 is a little better. This one's got really nice fields. Now the sad thing is most of these coins have a lot more luster than what shows. See how this one doesn't have that cartwheeling? So this one's been cleaned enough to where it no longer has the cartwheel, which is really sad because it shouldn't have been cleaned. But that's what happens. Sometimes these coins have the Morgans. Lots of them have been cleaned because it used to tell them to clean it in their coin books, in the magazines for the coin clubs, in the 1930s, 40s. It was actually looked down on you to have coins that had tones. They liked the coins that were super brilliant and shine proof like that kind of thing. Thank you, Chipping John. So this is a 1878 first year. No, I'm not gonna. I used to know the tail feather thing better, but there's a thing with the tail feathers. There's an overlap or one over the other, 7/8, that kind of thing. And there's like 5 different varieties of this one. And whoops, wait a minute. Nope, this one is an S. So I take that back. No varieties on the S. If this was Philly, then the tail feathers would be something you would want to check. Some of them are much more valuable than the others. $1900, another nice date, another kind of flat coin. But has a lot of details. So as soon as I get my other camera hooked up, and I know I keep saying this, you'll be able to see the luster a lot better and the tone coins. 1921. This one has some issues. So not exactly sure what happened to that one, but I would be worried about sending that one off for a grade. Here's a nice luster bomb, 1888. Okay, notice the marks on the cheek. Those are bag marks. Now, if they were scratches, then that'd be a little different, but that's a pretty basic look for bag marks. Notice the color that shows right through here and up through here, kind of like the cameo coins that have the high luster. It's just something that some of the coins pick up. This one's got really nice tones. I didn't see anything different about this one. So this one has those die bricks I was talking about. You can notice them right through here. Goes around the letters to the wing. I don't see it here, but I do see it here. It comes all the way down. So it goes from letter to letter and stops right about there, I think. But yeah, those are the die breaks. This is caused from a die that is messed up, extremely worn, sometimes actually physically broken, but just hasn't broken apart yet. The spider web die breaks and those kind of coins show a die that's about to break. Cuds are for broken dies that have actually pieces broken out, and it'll leave a big blob of metal in one area, and that's the area that's broken. It's always on the rim of the coin because it's the edges that break off on the dies. Sometimes the glob of metal can be pretty good size. Means that the metal didn't flow many places and got stuck right in that area. 1903, nicer date. Okay, real nice looking coin, but if you pay a little more attention to the outsides of the wings, you can see that actually looks like it's been rubbed on the left wing. Right for you guys, the bird's left wing. Look at the way the patterns are around the arrows, the tips of the arrows. See this dark area here and here. You see a little bit up here. I think this was improperly cleaned. They might have used the right materials to clean it, but they didn't rinse it off correctly, or they did it too long. All that can damage a coin, can cause these spots at the top of states in America. Unfortunate. It happens to an awful lot of coins. Another 1903, a little nicer coin. This one has just a fraction of wear, right there. Sometimes the graders let that go just a touch, but it definitely counts against you on your grade. But if the backside is super, super nice, sometimes that'll get you a pass or a partial grade. This one's neat, but it's not nice enough to pull that grade. So I would stick with AU on that one. Come on. Another 84. Let's see what mint mark this one is. Oh, 1884. Oh. Okay, you see some marks on the cheek. Sometimes contact marks make that by rubbing and bumping hard on a coin. But the part that goes over the ear, that's a little more than that. Some dark spots on the stars right here. Sometimes that's just a unwanted toning. See a little bit of rub on the eagle's feather and wings, or chest feathers and wings. I wouldn't count this as a mint state. It would definitely be AU. Are they getting a good dollar for it, Roadrunner? Hey, Bigfoot. 1898, nice year. Now look at this coin. Let's see if I get a little more light on it. See around the E and the P how there's little circles around it. Sometimes the toning will do that, but normally that's caused from improperly cleaned, not rinsed properly. The darkening on the cheeks can be from soaking the coin too long. It's called a dip for a reason. You're not supposed to just let it sit in the material when cleaning these coins. This looks like somebody just left it in there. Or maybe they dropped it in there and didn't get it out fast enough. Or didn't rinse it off. Could be many different things. Alright, what do you guys think of this one? Before you look at the condition, look at the grade. Because sometimes if the grade is in mint state, you know that the condition of the coin is not as important if you're trying to grade a mint state. 400. Uh-oh. D over inverted D. Nice. Wow. So this one's definitely got some issues. Probably the same issues as the coin before. Over dip, dropped, left in too long. The back doesn't look too bad. Chances are it didn't have anything on this side that caused any of the cleaning fluid to pool or get stuck. $18.86. Definitely has some wear on the back of the hat. A couple of the leaves, the top of the hair, in the back there. Right there. A couple dark stars. Okay, you can really see it here on this side. Really nice chest feathers. Minimal wear on the wing. But look at the edge of the coin. Blotchy, tone's really indifferent. It's a clean coin. $18.85. Really nice luster. Has a little bit of an odd tone, but it's really not that bad. Mama Lou, I grabbed my grandson, my 1-year-old. They were dropping him off so they could go shopping. My grandson that's 3 has a real hard time leaving him, so normally he's really holding on tight, but this time he saw everybody turn around. I think he thought they were coming to visit. Everybody turned around and walked out the door, and he screamed for his mama, and she heard him. And that's one thing my daughter can't do. When one of her kids lets her know they don't want to be left, she doesn't leave them. Sad for me, good for him, and that's fine with me. Poor little guy. He's starting to 1-year-old, and he's already learning what it takes to get mama's attention. Because he has a certain way of calling her. And then the curled up lip and the big scream certainly let her know that he was not a happy camper. Yep, just about. Now, I'm kind of glad because sometimes they leave him a little more than they should just because, well, 5 kids. It makes it hard to do shopping and stuff. But Daddy's there today, so he can help. And they're doomed because, you know, once you do this, he's a smart little kid. He's not going to forget. He'll probably use this every time now. Normally the 3-year-olds left 2, and the 2 of them just have so much fun, so that would have been fine, but he was getting close, so. Okay, more wear above the ear. Kind of patchy on the cheek. So it's got a little bit of issues. A little bit of wear. It's definitely not MS. Looks like I'll have to reorganize my mortgage a little bit. I've shown these so many times. I've gotten a lot more of my AU coins in this box. So I have to switch some coins around, get a little less, and a lot of duplicate dates too. I try to keep them separate a little bit, but no big deal. Little patchy cheeks, but not too bad. See the wear. Yep, it's definitely got wear. Another AU coin. Which there's nothing wrong with AU Morgans. Just not as valuable as the MS. Normally it's not terribly much less, but depends on the year, of course, and the mint mark. Now this one's actually a pretty neat coin. It's actually a toned coin. So what you're seeing isn't, I know the cheek's kind of dark and stuff, but I think that's just where the toning is starting to really darken. It was one of my album coins, or my it was in a old folder. There you go. And this one's a pretty nice coin. Got all the lines above the ear. Slight rub on the chest, or it looks like a slight rub on the chest. Right there, and there, and oops, there. Sometimes with these coins, it's not that there's wear, but not a good strike. And I haven't been saying that a whole bunch, but it really plays into this a lot. Full strike's really necessary for mint state coins. Sometimes you'll get away with not a really full strike, but super luster or super toned or something like that. Every time you have something like better eye appeal, it'll bring you up a half a grade or so, depending on the rest of the coin. So eye appeal, luster, all plays a big part of it. Full strike, definitely a big part of it. They say 10 and 15% on these items, but I would put eye appeal much higher than that. Full strike's pretty much a must once you get to 62 or better. Some of the coins just never got good strikes because the presses that were being used just weren't the best or overworked or stuff like that. Sounded like a delivery. $18.85. This is another clean coin. Now, the other one had a black spot on the cheek, and I said it wasn't a clean coin. Look how splotchy this one is. Makes a big difference when it's really uneven. Sometimes it can just be toning that has gone bad. Toning does like 4 to 6 different revolutions where it goes multicolored to dark, back to multicolored, back to a little darker, and continues that until the last one when it just stays dark and it's an unwanted tone. And these coins have probably, most of them have hit that once in their life. $21. Just a fraction of detail missing above the ear. Enough to pass. Back of the hat's mostly okay. A little bit of marking. Let's see what the feathers look like. BCP, hey, how you doing? Okay, I'd say a strike issue again. Not a full strike. Chest feathers are weak. All right, $18.90. What we got? Congrats, CCP. Okay, you newer coin collectors. Most of us all, back the prospecting, gold panners, miners. A lot of them are coin collectors too, just not the top of their list. So if you're new, go check him out. See what his channel does. If you click on the little 3 dots behind his name, it'll give you an offer to go to his page or channel. So I really would suggest you guys checking out everybody's page. I watched my cousin's metal detect for years, and it was terribly boring when you're there. However, watching the videos is actually a lot of fun, or at least I find it is. So look how high up that mint mark is. Interesting. Okay, damaged coin though. So it definitely has some bad cleaning. $18.97. Again, a coin with a couple issues. Let's see how much. I always go by both sides and never look at one side of the coins. Definitely is another clean coin. Boy, I got a lot of clean coins in this. I knew I was going to put a few extras in because I wanted some more examples of it. But I must have pulled out all my better coins and stuck too many in. 1888. Is this mint state or almost uncirculated? Hey, Michael Mullins. It's got just a fraction too much wire circulated. It's got some issues. Now, can a clean coin that has issues like the last one or this one, can they be cleaned again to where this all goes away? Sometimes. I don't think I would mess with it though. Leave it to, if you got a good coin, leave it to PCGS or NGC. They both have good service to restore some of the coins. I have a better word for it. A lot of nice details. $87. I know. Hey, Lincoln, thanks for stopping in and taking care of Chet. Helping Rhonda out. I appreciate it. I've got it from here, no problem. Looks like a Warren Barber $50. At least it looks like a $50. $18.99. It's actually got some interesting toning on the edges. More interesting on the back. Oh, look at that mint mark. Got another mint mark that's right into the bottom of the reef. With the mint marks, they have what they call high and low, left and right, crooked, quite a few different things that go on with the mint mark. Boy, I stuck a lot of the clean ones in here. I'm surprised. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to show so many of the clean ones. And there's nothing wrong with these. These are really great examples of these coins with most of the details. So they're fine for filling holes or, even collecting. It's just not one that you want to send off to get graded. And in these lower mint state grades, if it was 61, 62, are normally not that much money for most of them. Depends on which ones, though. 1889, oh, I just showed that one. '96. Definitely has some odd issues. The hair is missing just enough to cause an issue. Okay. So worse on the back. Clean. I shocked I pulled that many out. So I keep my clean coins separate. So I have probably about 10 to 15 of them, other than the ones that are in this box. Normally I don't put quite this many in, but everybody was enjoying seeing them, so I was thinking I was making it better. I think I'd rather see more mint states. This one's got some really odd toning. Not something I prefer. Oh, a quarter, nice. 13S, cool. 21. Too much wear on the hair. You definitely see it on the chest and wings. Last coin. $19.21. Weak strike. Okay, there's 50 Morgans. Yeah. Oh, 40,000? Awesome. How much is that one worth? Have you been on this channel before? It seems like I recognize your handle. I don't do really good at remembering. $1,000? Cool. Good find. How did you come across it? Is it something you picked up, or is it something that you had passed down to you? A birthday gift. Cool. That's a nice birthday gift. 40,000. That's really low. Quarters. That's a real good one, guys. When you come across them, in 1880s to the 1910s, 1920s, the biggest coins used were actually nickels and pennies. Nickels and pennies could buy you quite a bit. Wasn't a need to bring out the bigger coin. Most of the time, a lot of people hoarded the bigger stuff. The quarters are something that were a low mintage. Half dollars, not quite as much. The dollars varied a bit. Some of them were a little bit low. There's quite a few semi-keys. A couple really neat key dates. 72 out of 74 nice. Do you have a video of it on your channel? So I do have some barter quarters. They're not in the best condition, but there's a couple nice ones. You can see it in my folders video. So I have several typesets that I did. Okay, I'll have to check it out. Let's see here. Give just a minute, guys. Oh, I am subscribed. Yeah, I recognize some of your videos. Thank you. I've been doing it for a long time. Over 50 years. I'm still learning something every day. So I came across something kind of cool you might enjoy if you like errors. I bought 75 wheat pennies in old wrappers, customer wrapped, and it was a very old man that had brought it into my coin dealer, and he doesn't do pennies, he saved them for me, and there was one memorial in it, an 84 double die, doubled ear. Kind of cool. It's got a little bit of value to it. 160 to a couple hundred, depending on its grade. There's a couple issues with it, but yep, 50 years. Actually, probably could go 55, but I was pretty little when I started. Mom started me on bankrolls. She was a banker. I was a bad kid that didn't follow directions. And one day she brought home a roll of pennies. Nice, brilliant, uncirculated roll. And I was hooked. Worked really good for her. She even had me doing tons of other chores because I wanted the roll so bad. And then I ended up getting these, well, I never opened my rolls. I had a neighbor that collected coins, and he told me, don't open them. Wait till you're 30, and then they'll help pay for things. And he was right. I do pretty good selling them. Get the high ones graded MS67s, 68s. Actually, I've only had a couple 68s. An 88D and an 89, both in the same PCGS. order or on the same grading sheet. So that was pretty cool. And a lot of the silver that I have, the older silver, comes from a couple that I used to be in a coin collection club with. They ran it, had been collecting coins since the 30s and 40s. And a lot of my older ones were, yeah. A lot of the key dates that I have are lower ones. I've got, oh shoot, I'm not thinking really clear right now. I've got a Standing Liberty quarter. It's 27S. Shoot. Actually, I have a couple of them. Have some walkers with the mint mark on the front. Yeah, I can't think right now. I'll show you my avatar coin. That's a fun one. That's a coin I purchased for a couple dollars. It was a good luck coin that was inside an envelope on a New Year's postcard for 1903. Bought it for a couple dollars, had it delivered, bought it on eBay, and the little envelope had the old string tie that had a little button that you wrap the string around. Well, if you look on the forehead, you can see where the string had actually touched over the eye and in front of the headband. So it discolored it a little bit there. Well, actually, it kept it from discoloring right there. Yeah, not bad coin. I felt so guilty, though. The poor guy, the postcard guy, was a coin collector. And this is a pretty good grade of penny. So, or excuse me, cent. And so I offered him some, fair value or so, but he only took half, which was fine because I would have paid for this coin anyway. It's got some darkness on the back it didn't have before. Let's see if I can. Not sure which one of my things I have. Nope, I only have the back of the coin. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that one. I've had some really neat coins that I've been really lucky to find. I'm not seeing my. Oh, here it is. No stars. 1837. If you look inside the bottom of the 8, it has a perfect letter J. Not sure what it is yet. I might have to do a better study of it with I have a video camera that zooms in really good. That one's neat because it's another one of the ones I got really cheap. Oh, for 2 years? Good for you. That's an awful lot of coins in your folder for 2 years. This one was found in a world coin bin. Paid just a little bit for this one. And again, went back and offered fair value for it. Again, only had to pay half. My poor coin shops, they probably hate me. But I bet they've gone through their stuff better. One of them sold me 10 rolls of half Mercury dimes, half Roosevelts. Most of them had full bands. That was fun. I even took back a couple of them that graded really high to the guy to see if he'd buy them, and he did. But he was a little frustrated when I told him it was from the coins he had sold me for just a little over milk. Yeah, I love the barber coins. Always have. I used to buy the 2000. Oh, it's 1,000 face, 2,000 $half. Go through it and try to fill out my albums or my folders rather. That was fun. I did that a couple times. Oh, I think it was 500 face, so it was 1,000, something like that. Did that a couple times. The quarters, I had a nice set with a bunch of quarters in it, but the folder had eaten the backs of some of them. Those older Whitman folders, some of them, if they get a little too much moisture, it'll ruin the coins. There was a couple semis, but no key dates. So have sold a lot of the key dates that I had, but you can find some in my my typeset album. I have a typeset album that's a first year typeset. There's like 87 first years in it. There's a 21 piece dollar that's really high grade, like 64.5. There's there's a whole bunch of really great coins in that one. Right, and the folders the walkers that I did, they weren't in that great a condition, so I was never that concerned. The semi keys, they were, about good, so it wasn't going to hurt them to be in there. I did fill out another type of album. I'm not sure what they're called, but one folder held all the walkers, and that was kind of cool. That's in one of my videos. I think I was missing 3 coins, something like that. Yeah, it was a fun first year. I've done a couple of them since then. My grandkids really like them. Yeah, the ones in that album are extra fine or better. So I did really good, except for about 5 coins. Okay, I think I need to get going for a little while. It was nice chatting with you. Next time you see me streaming, come on back and I'll bring you up on the panel and you can show some of your coins. I know I'd love to see them. 50 out of 73, cool. Those ones are pretty tough, the $half sets. That's why I ended up buying so many groups of them. And that's shown in one of my videos too. So I have, I know I read somewhere you said you knew I had a large collection. Right now it's actually at almost or just over 1,700 pounds for USA. I don't include any of the modern, 2000 or up. But that's 55 years of collecting. So I've done pretty good. I make really good money off my BU pennies, so that's why I've gone that way. Yeah, I have 35 albums. Most of them are mostly full. Yeah, it's a lot of coins. It's a full-time job. I've got medical issues, so I'm like 95% bedridden, so I've got a lot of time on my hands. So it really helps out. Keeps me busy, keeps my mind off stuff. So yeah, anytime you see me on, come on back and chat. I'd like to see some of your collection. No, I've got over 120 or 30 folders. The albums, I had some real big issues. I had bought Intercept instead of Dance Codes, and the first series of Intercept Shield albums had glue issues, and I lost like 30 books. Really frustrated. Had some of them replaced for free, but I've been purchasing Dance Codes ever since. You're 14? Oh, wow. Good for you. Yeah, I'm impressed. Now, did you have any help from family? Were some of these passed down? I know you said the one was a gift, the key date. Are you done? Well, good. Don't ever turn it down. Nice to have some help. It's tough doing that stuff on your own at that age. So I've been really lucky. I've sold on eBay for many years very successfully. And search starting to sell again. A lot of my coins I've got. Are you into the Lincoln pennies at all? The wheats? I'm getting close to 1,000 pounds of the brilliant uncirculated bankrupt. Well, they were from original bankrupt. I now have them in special tubes. All right. Well, you take it easy. Oh, you do like wheat pennies? I just bought 75 rolls of them, and it turned out that there was two other rolls in tubes and two 57D brilliant uncirculated rolls. But the tubes had all wheat pennies, all brilliant uncirculated and MS64 or so. And they were 1934 to 1958 with most of the mint marks. A really cool collection. So I have a whole bunch of brilliant uncirculated, probably a couple thousand. Oh no, more than that. Like 5,000, I think. Brilliant uncirculated wheats. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I have 44, 45, 46. Don't have 50, but 51 and up. So lots of fun. Well, you take it easy. And we'll have to chat again. See you later, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Did a 11-hour stream. Appreciate your help on that one. And this one was an hour. So not bad. Take it easy. Bye.